Perhaps to start with, you could tell our citizens, what has the European Commission and yourself in your particular field done for the citizens in recent years?
There are many issues I could mention, but the access and quality of education becomes a very visible factor, whether locally or globally, whether in our cities and regions or in the European Union, as we face waves of enlargement or questions of migration or globalization. Educated people are better prepared, more equipped or enforced, empowered to live together in diversity, to compete in global economic terms. What we try to do in this area is to help our member states, because they are basically responsible for these policies, to cooperate, coordinate, to achieve higher, for example, quality in education, higher attractiveness, to proceed with reforms and modernization of our institutions. And it helps people. One of the most popular, I would say, even the most popular, most quoted program in the European Union is from area of education. It's Erasmus. And we use such programs like lifelong learning program with Erasmus, Comenius, Grundtvig and Leonardo for support of students, pupils and teachers, professors, scholars in their careers to cooperate transfrontier.
Can you tell us more about the EQF program?
The EQF is so-called European Qualifications Framework. Only some qualifications, like for lawyers, architects, nurses, doctors, are recognized because we have a regulation for some professions. But for most of qualifications, we don't have such rules. So actually, what we adopted this year is the first ever international qualifications framework, which will serve to Europe inside, but also for the world outside. And we have adopted now two instruments to promote, for example, mobility of qualified people, to promote lifelong learning, quality and quality assurance in our systems of education and training, and actually to make Europe more qualifications friendly. And these instruments are very beneficial to make Europe more focused on relevance of knowledge, on quality of knowledge, to make it more modern, more compatible, more relevant for the needs of people and labor market of today. It's important to combine knowledge with values. And when you ask about EPP, EPP traditionally is party of values, and I think that it's for Europe permanently important, not only at the beginning after Second World War of the process, but generation by generation, to keep values alive in the middle of our cooperation. And all policies should be reflected and promoting these values. When we promote talents, creativity and innovation, we actually respond to the challenges of the time. When there is crisis, and we speak now a lot about financial and economic crisis, one of the ways how to get out of crisis and to prepare people for more mature response is to invest into their education, training, research, knowledge, innovation. So not to invest less because there is crisis, but to invest more. And 2009 really could serve as such base, awareness-raising period, but also a space where we can exchange the best practices, focus on more relevant strategies towards innovative and creative Europe. And I think that this is the right track. Europe is not a melting pot, but Europe is rather mosaic. Diversity is our characteristic, not a problem. When we know and understand this diversity, we are richer and more inspirational inside and outside. And if we keep on going this way through education and culture, I think Europe will serve as a very attractive model of cooperation in the 21st century.